I'm Dale Wilkinson, previous owner of the Yorkshire Vaper Manufacturing, and I still own the Yorkshire Vaper retail stores. In my kitchen a long time ago, just through practice, and that was more of a practicing stage. I wasn't happy with the juice I was vaping. Through what were available to consumers, so I started making my own. Friends got interested, friends of friends got interested, and it just sort of grew into something I didn't expect really. Then I ended up in a warehouse doing it professionally, I suppose. Because I wasn't expecting the sort of growth that we had, it became too much for one man to run, really. Now, I had a great team at the time who are obviously still here, but it took away all my personal time with my family. And I think that's just because I had no prior background in running a business, so it kind of got a bit out of hand for me to run. So I was looking for someone else to sort of take over from me. Well, Juice Sauz have blown my mind really a bit with the growth. I remember when Juice Sauz started back at Vape Fest 2016, around that time, about 2015 maybe, and we had a huge marquee back then. And then I remember Juice Sauz were there on a small scale, and then to go from that to being probably was what I know to be one of the biggest in the UK for manufacturing, and the fact that the name Chapman just pops up everywhere you look. When you think of Juice Sauz, you think of Steve or Liam and Luke, and they're everywhere. And that's sort of what ours became when I owned the Yorkshire Vaper. It was me, my dad, my mum, and yeah, I just like that. I like people who've started from the bottom and climbed up, and that was why I approached them. Yeah, I mean, again, working with my parents every day was lovely, and having all the guys here. I mean, Jason, who still works here, obviously under new management, is my best man at my wedding, and all my groomsmen currently still work here. We were all best mates who worked here, and I didn't want that to just get handed off to some super corporate, non-personal firm who would tear it apart and break it down, whereas Juice Sauz are all run by family and seem to have the same sort of values that I instilled in my own company, so that was the main attraction to it. I think you can see that from the branding alone. Like a lot of the products that we created over the years are based on family. Mary's Kitchen, for example, being in relation to my grandma. Some of the range in relation to my granddad and other parts of my family. So that was a big part for me, just to include some sort of family values and within the branding, not just the way the company's run. Mary's Kitchen, I'll elaborate on that a little bit. My grandma, I mean, I had fantastic parents, but my grandparents were like a second set of fantastic parents, and my grandma used to make me these puddings when I was younger, and I've never forgotten. I mean, in all my shops and even in the warehouse at the time, I had photos of my grandparents everywhere because there was just a great family closeness there. So I created a range to try and replicate what my grandma used to make me in the liquid. And my granddad, the A by Gum range, because he was just a typical Yorkshireman, and Wilfred, who is the ram mascot for the business. That's named after my granddad as well, so that was where the brand had come from. I don't blame. I'm not surprised, to be honest. I think, like I say, Juice Sauz its expansion and growth has been insane to watch. It's been great as well. It's to see how big they've grown and how personal they can still be. Like with George, obviously an extension of the Chapmans, is like a right arm to a third arm for him. And meeting Liam and everyone, and obviously I've known Steve for a bit, they've grown insanely, and fair play to them, the hard work's paid off. They've obviously got a lot more in them than me, because I couldn't handle it. I wish Juice Sauz all the luck in the world with TYV, and I hope they keep it. Well, I know they'll keep it to the same standards that we did, if not, well, and significantly improve said standards, which you can see they're doing already with the infrastructure they've put in place here at the main headquarters up in Bradford. So I wish you all the luck in the world, and thank you for giving me a break.